So, here's the thing. A 50-year mortgage idea, yeah, it's really stirring up the housing market talk. It suggests a longer payback period compared to our typical 30-year deal.
Right, and with a 50-year term, monthly payments drop a bit, even though the total interest might really stack up.
Exactly. Imagine this. You put down a down payment, say, around $27,000 on a $300,000 house. With a 30-year mortgage at 6.2% interest, you'd see around $2,376 a month. But with 50 years, it drops to about $2,182.
Yep, that sounds appealing on the surface, but aren't we trading short-term relief for long-term pain?
Yeah, it's definitely a trade-off, right? Because, while lower payments might help those currently priced out, lenders would probably jack up interest rates to cover that extra risk.
So it could end up canceling out, the benefit of those lower monthly costs by doubling the interest paid over time.
Exactly. And it's not just about costs. It would mean, well, it means building up equity would take forever.
Right, equity builds slower, yes. I mean, isn't that kind of a risky business? Homeowners get stuck with investing in a property without seeing real returns for a long, long time.
Definitely a concern. Now, here's another twist. President Trump even threw his support behind it, comparing it to FDR's legacy with the 30-year mortgage, saying the difference is not a big deal.
That's interesting. But wait, isn't that a bit simplistic? On one hand, it might boost demand, but on the other, it could fuel even higher housing prices, as some economists warn.
Right, it's a double-edged sword. There's also political drama too. Some GOP members are not all on board, causing, quite a bit of chaos.
Politics always adds spice to the mix. If we're talking about the big picture, extending the term doesn't tackle one of the major drivers, the housing supply shortage, about 1.1 million units short by some reports.
Exactly right. So, even if more buyers step in with these extended loans, the lack of available homes remains a choking point in the market.
Yep, that's a critical piece to the puzzle. It's like you're revving up demand without even having enough inventory on the lot.
Precisely. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a bleeding wound. Doesn't stop the underlying issue. And even though it seems enticing, the long-term implications like slower equity building and huge interest accumulation make it a risky avenue for homeowners.
I see that clearly now. So, while the idea might open doors for some, it raises a red flag for many others, especially considering that making the switch could potentially snowball into housing price inflation.
Exactly. It's not just a matter of lower payments, it's a whole economic shift. I think we can agree that the proposal is definitely innovative, but it comes with loads of complications that need thorough evaluation.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. It's one of those ideas that might solve one symptom while ignoring the root cause.
Yeah, and that's the challenge for policymakers, right? Exactly. It's a balancing act between boosting demand and addressing underlying supply issues. In the end, it's a conversation that's definitely going to keep the housing market buzzing.
That's for sure. So, whether it's better now or worse later, time will tell. But one thing's for sure, it certainly makes us rethink the way we approach mortgages
Absolutely,
and housing
a truly
policy
game-changing
overall.
discussion.